Hi kindergartners, it's Miss Teepee. Today we're going to be reading Chapter 2 of Afternoon on the Amazon. Thanks for listening to Chapter 1. During today's chapter, we're really going to think about how is this story the same and how is the story different than the other chapters that we've read in Magic Tree House with Jack and Annie. So while we're reading, we're really going to think about how is this chapter just a little bit different than the other chapters that we've read with Jack and Annie. All right, friends, we're going to go ahead and get started. Chapter 2 is called Big Bugs. You may already have your own feelings about bugs, but let's go ahead and see how Jack and Annie feel about them. Wow, said Jack, picking up the book. The ninja book was open yesterday. Now this one. Who opened them? Jack closed the book and looked at the cover. It showed a picture of a green forest. The trees were very tall and close together. I'm already starting to visualize that because we've been learning about a forest in the class. On the cover were the words, "The Rainforest." "Oh, wow," said Jack. "Oh, no," said Annie. "What's wrong?" said Jack. "I learned about the rainforest in school," said Annie. "It's filled with big bugs and spiders." "I know," said Jack. "Half of them have never even been named." "It's creepy," said Annie. "It's neat," said Jack. He wanted to make lots of notes in the rainforest. Maybe he could even name some unknown bugs. "Neat? Yuck," said Annie. She shivered. Let's go ahead and think. Annie shivered when she started thinking about bugs. I'm going to wonder, what is Annie feeling like right now? Usually, Annie is pretty brave. And right now, the way the author is describing Annie, she's shivering. Seems like she's having different feelings than Jack is about going into the rainforest. Let's go ahead and find out. "I don't get it," said Jack. "You weren't afraid of dinosaurs." "So? You weren't afraid of the castle guards or the mummy's ghosts." "So? You weren't afraid of pirates or ninjas." "So? You're not afraid of really scary things, but you're afraid of little bugs and spiders? That just doesn't make sense." "So?" Jack sighed. "Listen," he said, "we have to go there to help Morgan. That's why the book was left open." "I know that," said Annie, frowning. "Plus, the rainforests are being cut down," said Jack. "Don't you want to see one before it's too late?" Annie took a deep breath and slowly nodded. "Okay then, let's go," said Jack. He opened the book again. He pointed to a picture that showed blue sky, green leaves, and bright flowers. I can picture in my head that beautiful rainforest. More we've been learning about all year, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this picture. Opened up the book. They're in their treehouse right now. Let's go ahead and keep reading. "I wish we could go there," he said. The wind began to blow. "Squeak! Stay here, Peanut," said Annie as she put the mouse in her pocket. The wind picked up. The treehouse started to spin. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. The wind was whistling now. The treehouse was spinning faster and faster. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Wild sounds broke the silence. Screech! Buzz! Chirp! Chirp! That's the end of our chapter today, friends. So that chapter was called Big Bugs, and we were really thinking, how is this chapter a little bit different than the other chapters we've read before? We're comparing the two. And I was thinking that Annie, she's starting to feel a little bit different in this chapter. Annie was a little bit nervous. She was a little bit scared of the bugs. And normally, we know Annie. I mean, we've been on so many different adventures with Annie. We know that she's usually brave and tough. So the rainforest must really be scary to her. So I'm really excited to read the rest of this book and find out how Annie really feels about the rainforest. So for Story Lab today, I drew this picture Jack and Annie. As we can look at Annie, we can tell her face. She seems a little bit sad. They opened the book and they saw that they're going to the rainforest, and she's a little bit nervous. And we heard that Jack was excited. He said he wants to name some new bugs. He wants to find some new insects and spiders. Annie, she's feeling a little bit different. Well, thank you so much, friends, for reading chapter 2 with me.